Breaking: Pelosi issues disgusting Trump insult. She went too far. As President Trump continues the first Asia tour of his presidency, the reactions from media and members of Congress have been mixed. While some have praised the president's meeting with global leaders, others have continued the opposition narrative. On Thursday, Representative Nancy Pelosi held her weekly meeting as House Minority Leader and used the publicity to criticize President Trump. As the Washington Free Beacon reported, Representative Pelosi mocked the president, saying it was curious to see President Trump in China. Pelosi said candidate Trump said that what's happening in China trade was the greatest theft in the history of the world. And yesterday he said our trade deficit with China, which is huge, is not China's fault. It's not China's fault, idiot. She further remarked, you can almost hear the leadership of the Chinese government laughing from China to America. No, they're laughing at you, Pelosi. Maybe you can feel it coming through the ground because if you dig a hole here, you will reach China. Yeah, that's your mentality, the liberal idiot mentality. How you stayed in office is beyond me for so long. However, Representative Pelosi did not elaborate on Trump's remark or the fact that he blames former President Obama, which that's part of his fault also, and previous administrations, absolutely, for allowing the trade discrepancy to happen in the first place because nobody cared about America. During President Trump's recent visit to China, he said, I don't blame China. No, I don't either. After all, who can blame a country for being able to take advantage of another country for the benefit of their citizens? I give China credit, yes, because that's what business is. On the surface, the comments seem different than what he said as a presidential candidate. There's a difference what he was saying. He was saying the same exact thing, only it's done differently, but it's the same exact thing. In May of 2016, then he famously remarked, we can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing. You know, this is mind-boggling. I can't believe that they actually stand there and say this. It's the greatest theft in the history of the world. Even then, however, he did not note who he blamed for the situation, only that the situation was bad for America. We want a vibrant trade relationship with China, President Trump recently said. In China, we also want a fair and reciprocal one. Today, I've discussed with President Xi the chronic imbalance in our relationship as it pertains to trade and the concrete steps it will take to solve the problem of massive trade distortion. Chinese President Xi remarked, as two distinctive countries, our two sides may have different views or differences on some issues. This is natural. The key is to properly handle and manage them. Representative Pelosi's comments about China's supposed mockery of America doesn't seem to be accurate given the extensive welcome and respect showed to President Trump. Absolutely. At the Chinese capital, President Trump was met with school children who waved both U.S. and China flags, and some even calling out, I love you. Some media outlets have admitted President Trump is being treated like a royal during his visit to China. Absolutely. He was treated to an extremely rare dinner at China's Forbidden City, a famed imperial place once used for centuries by Chinese rulers. The palace was not open to a foreign leader since 1949, and it was the first time a U.S. president was privy to a state dinner there. President Trump called the meeting with the Chinese president very productive on both trade and the subject of North Korea. The two leaders signed trade agreements valued at more than $250 billion for products, including U.S.-made jet engines, auto parts, liquefied natural gas, and beef. While Representative Pelosi and other members of Congress, as well as the media, continue to criticize Trump, his actions overseas speak for themselves. The visit was already proven productive, whether or not Democrats are honest and admit it. Oh, I would have added so much to that. Are you kidding me? You know, Nancy Pelosi is really a pip there, like really. She's just spewing whatever they're telling her to spew. She's like a rag doll, actually, at this point. It's sickening. Sure, I give Trump a lot of credit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.